Okay, so it's Coolkipp here. There's an issue with Lissandra's passive right now, which might not immediately seem as big as some game-breaking bug or something like that, but rest assured it does actually play a part in Lissandra's gameplay and stuff like that. The bug essentially is her W doesn't refresh her passive's cooldown upon killing units. Um, every 18 seconds, it's supposed to, allow her next ability to have no mana cost. The cooldown is reduced by 1 second whenever Lissandra impairs an enemy's movement. So whether this be by snare, stun, or slow, it should lower the enemy's. It should lower the actual cooldown of Iceborne, her passive. Um, so as we can see here, I'm gonna W this camp. Because there are these five raptors will die. So the cooldown would normally go down if it were to snare all of these. It would go down from 18 to 12 because there are six here. So if I press W, like this one won't die. So we can, it should go down to 17. So there we go, 17. I know this isn't isolated. Well, I know this is isolated to her W in her kit because if I were to Q this right now and kill it, pay attention, the cooldown goes down. And additionally, her ultimate slows, so I can try this on the camp. I can self-up myself, and it will slow the entire camp for 80%. I believe 75%, yeah. So the cooldown should just rocket straight down to like 12. So just focus here, and it goes down to 12. So her ultimate does does reward the cooldown reduction upon killing things instantly as well. So it is just a bug with W. Let's show it again here. It doesn't immediately give my passive. Um, Now this might not seem like major because Lissandra's passive isn't like crazy or something like that. It's not like some crazy damage or something. It's just a free ability. Um, but Lissandra's abilities, they have huge costs. Her Q is 85 mana at all ranks. Her E is 100 mana at rank 5, and her ult is 100 mana as well. Um, like when you're a late game Lissandra, like you can play her manaless. Manaless is probably the best way to go if you're looking to deal the most damage on her. So if you're playing her manaless in late game, you think that your W is going to be resetting your passive on creep waves because one of the easiest ways to clear creep waves on Lissandra is to Q it, and then that will lower the entire creep wave to like a really low amount of health, and you just walk into it in W. Um, if you do that and it doesn't refresh your passive, you're just gonna be bleeding mana, rather than keeping your passive active and stuff like that. And because of her low mana, like because of I have Morella now, but like I could probably only do like 5 rotations, um, without without a mana item. So it just like this would really subtly gate her late game if she didn't have a mana item, and will continue to gate her through her early game as well because her early game is when her costs are really the largest for her. Like 85 mana at all ranks on her main ability on the low cooldown. Like it's a really hard thing to manage if you don't have your passive up at the right times and stuff like that because you need your passive to actually be able to lane as Lissandra because the mana costs are so high. You just get forced out or whatever, and you'd be forced every single time to build Morellos without this massive, um, and it's like and managing the passive is actually another like layer. So it not working properly is it's kind of annoying. Yeah.